Hello, faithful viewers and watchers. I am so thankful for you. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a crazy 2025. God has been doing so much in our lives. As I have mentioned in previous videos, my family and I got to go on a trip of a lifetime to the UK. We visited England and Wales and Scotland and saw so many awesome and epic things and so many beautiful creations that God put over there in the UK. That was a trip we had planned. We've been planning that for a while. It was part of our homeschool that we wanted to do this year, and God gave us the means, time, and health to be able to do it. But we've also had some surprises this year. I am a firm believer in prayer, and I have often prayed to God that wherever I am, He would use me. And if He needed me somewhere else where I wasn't currently, that He would use me, or to use me where I currently was. And so God answered that prayer as He always have when I have prayed it, but He answered it in a more surprising way. This summer, after our trip was kind of the great last hurrah, I guess you could say. After our trip, we sold our house and bought a new house and started a new ministry journey in Franklin, Tennessee. But before I go on, faithful viewers, thank you for tuning in once again. If you are new to the channel, I like to talk Lego, I like to talk Dungeons and Dragons, and I always love to talk about the Bible. So if that's something that is up your alley, please hit that subscribe button. I have been, like I said, getting ready for a move. This is actually my old church office in Clarksville where I've done ministry for 11 and a half years, and as you can see, it has been getting boxed up and it is getting ready to move. And if you know me, you watch my channel, you know that I've got a lot of stuff. I crammed my office full of Lego, full of movie and video game memorabilia. And so, as you can see, I had a lot to pack up. But actually, a lot of this stuff, there's my Lego City back there, if you've watched videos about that. A lot of this stuff actually came out of my loft at my house where my Lego area was, my Lego City was. And I took it to my office at church so we could get good pictures of our house and sell it. Here is the Lego City before I disassembled it. I did not take apart any of my buildings. I decided to bubble wrap them and move them. And so I packed up everything. Those were those boxes you saw in my church office just a few minutes ago. It was a lot. It pretty much took me most of a day to get my Lego City wrapped up and moved up to my office. And then over the course of several days, I moved all the rest of the stuff up to my church office so we could basically get our loft cleaned out and empty so they could take pictures of it for the listing. And hey, it must have worked for the most part. That and a mixture of God continuing to bless us. Our house only was on the market for a few days before it sold, so it allowed us to go down south of Nashville and find a new place to live so that we could work with the church in Franklin. And so here's some more of all of my city being moved. Ghostbusters Firehouse back there. You can see how I bubble wrapped everything. I love my Mills plates. I have preached Mills plates in a lot of videos, but building Mills plates are well worth the time and money because it makes moving them so easy. You can see that I can easily just load them up in my van and take them down to the office. And then, of course, I had to actually move them from my old office down to my new house. But look at that. The Mills plates were tremendous in moving my modulars. None of my modulars broke, didn't have any issues. It really makes them stable and able to travel. And so if you need to move, or if you like to go around and take your Lego creations to conventions, Mills plates are really the way to go. But as you can see, it took me multiple trips in my van with stuff stacked up to the ceiling. There's some of my old boxes and stuff back there to get everything down to my new house. And so that's exciting. And make sure that you like and subscribe if you want to see what happens next, because that's the end for this video. But I will have another video up soon of my new office once I get it set up, as well as my new Lego room. That's right, I have my own room at the new house, my own Lego room. So make sure you subscribe so you can see what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to build a new table and do a lot of really cool stuff. So subscribe, and until next time, keep building.